Hey everybody, how's it going out there? DAPA11 here with another action figure review. Well, I'm pretty happy about this. This will be my first review via a request. The request comes from I don't use this account that much. And he had asked me if I would be able to do a review on a Saga collection Sandtrooper. And yes, I am happy to do so. And thank you for the request. I hope there will be more in the future that I will be able to do as a request. So here we have the Saga collection, number 37 from A New Hope. Hopefully my eyes will be. Hopefully I can actually read this because it's looking blurry from here. But it's Escape from Moist Isley. Jedi mind tricks often work with the weak-minded. Such is the case with a squad of stormtroopers as they ask Obi-Wan Kenobi about the two droids that he is escorting in a land speeder. Obi-Wan makes short work of these sandtroopers, and they conclude that these aren't the droids we're looking for. Luke Skywalker is amazed at Obi-Wan's ability to easily fool their pursuers. So I don't have to open. Oh, let's take a look. This particular one has Boba Fett in hologram mode, but I already have a couple of these guys loose. So let's take a look. So let's take a look at the package here. He's got that part right there, his blaster, and some kind of stick. So let's move this to the side and get our loose one over here. So let me go ahead and get him situated. All right. So here we have, actually I kind of have this backpack upside down so I wouldn't have this loose. So let me go ahead and take it off. This is a pretty good figure. I like it a lot. So let's take him apart. Take his blaster out. Okay. So let's take a look at this Saga collection number 37 Sandtrooper. And he is highly articulated. A lot of the Saga collection figures did not have articulation as well as this one. So he is the exception to the rule. So here we have the Sandtrooper, ball jointed at the shoulders bilaterally, elbows as well. And he has rotation at the wrists. And he's got abdominal crunch. He's also got ball articulated knees, bilat, ankles as well, bilat. And though his hips do not laterally raise, they do forward and backward. Well, backwards restricted because of his armor. Okay, we can see here on the back that he's a little bit discolored on the back, a little bit of yelling, or not really sure if that's from the paint. No, I don't think that's from the paint, but as you can see here, you'd have the option of either putting in this little canteen thing. Sorry, I don't know off the top of my head what it is. And of course, the backpack is supposed to go down like this, but you could set it like this if you didn't want to have this thing loose or laying around. So you put it in like this, and there we have it. You can see he's got a little bit of gray paint right here, here, and here. So, I mean, it's a not bad detail for his equipment on his back. Here is his holster. So let's take a look at the blaster. It's typical hand blaster that you see the Imperial forces. I should put it in his left hand. If you noticed in the movies, the majority of the stormtroopers are holding their blaster pistol in the left hand. Not sure if that's symbolic of the left-hand path, which is associated with materialism, whereas right-hand path and the occult would be associated with spirituality. And so right hand would be spiritual and left hand would be material, usually associated with negative. So yeah, it's interesting. If you notice in the movies, they generally hold their firearm in the left hand. Really good articulation. You can see here the paint. He's got the dusty, dirty paint job on the legs and on the chest. He's got just the black shoulder pad with clips, which is kind of funny, or whatever they are. His head is the ball like this, and so you'd be able to take it off the shoulder padding and whatnot. And then here we have his staff weapon or shock, whatever. Kind of looks like the end of a X-wing in a way. So here he has this staff weapon, which is pretty cool. Like the fact that he's got a couple weapons here. Does not come with that stand. So he's a little bit different than the vintage collection, only in paint, which right here I have a vintage collection Sandtrooper. And then here is another Sandtrooper. I think this was from, gosh, I don't even remember which one this one was from. So here's 3 different Sandtroopers, vintage collection. And this might have been one from Evolutions, from like the Revenge of the Sith. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think that's where he's from. You can see the paint detail is a little more pronounced. And of course the shoulder pads, and even the painting on the backpack's a little bit different. There's some white along with gray. And then the vintage collection guy, he has, well, he's not very dirty at all. And he has a blaster rifle. And of course, as you could probably tell already, there is the difference in coloring of the shoulder pads. So this is a pretty nice figure to have, I think. For me, I like to army build my stormtroopers and rebel forces and whatnot, so you can never have enough. And I really like my Tatooine stuff, so I like having quite a few of these guys around. But let me go ahead and show you here that here is the size of the holes for the foot pegs on the feet. So with these stands, it's a little bit on the loose side. It doesn't fit in there overly snug. Well, actually, this one, maybe it's in the right foot, because I think it was the left foot. It was a little loose, and I'd pick them up and it would fall out. Now it's making me out to be a liar because it's sticking in there, but oh well. So yeah, there he is. Also, you could see the paint detail on the handle right there of his staff weapon. Not too bad. So I'm pretty impressed with this Stormtrooper. I like the articulation. I like his look. On a 1 to 10 scale, what would I give him? I'd give him an 8. I do prefer the other 2 guys just due to, I think that I like the dirtier look over here, and I do like having a little bit more color with the backpack, and I like the shoulder pads. If there was just a little bit of extra paint detail on his padding or backpack equipment, I'd probably bring him up to an 8.5 or something, but I like the figure. Like I said, he's articulated, has the staff weapon, these little pieces to come along with, so if you just wanted to take the pad off and whatnot, you could just have a dirty Stormtrooper. Well, I think that's about it. So I hope that helps you out. I do not use this account that much, or I don't use this account that much. And if you're looking at buying one, hopefully this will persuade you to make the choice that you want to make with getting one. So stay tuned. I will leave some pictures at the end here so you can see them in diorama setting, and that way you'd be able to pause it and then, of course, take a look at them without having to listen to me yap. So there we have it, friends. Take care. Thank you for your time. And until next time, take care.